everyone. I know the change to distance learning has been a huge shift for everyone in the way that you plan and the way that you deliver your lessons to your students. So I just want to take a minute and give you a tour of one of my reading workshop lessons to show you how you can use reading workshop even during this time when we're not in the classrooms with our students. This particular lesson is for the Ask and Answer Question standard for a fiction text, and this one is for third grade, but these lessons are available for first grade through fifth grade. Let me take you on a quick tour. The first part is all about how to use the product. You can join the Rock the Reading Workshop Facebook group where I will be sharing more tips on how to use Reading Workshop for distance learning. They also give you a suggestion of a picture book that you can use to teach this standard. Right now, I know that you don't have access to tons of picture books, so you can use any book that you have at home as a mentor text, or you can pull something offline and use that as well. We have to be creative right now, so it's just a suggested picture book, but the lessons will really work with any book. Then there's a slideshow also, which I'll show you in a minute. There's one for you to use during the mini lesson, and I've also been creating ones for the students to use while they are doing their independent reading at home to show you what they have been doing. I'll show you that in just a minute as well. Let's jump into the actual lesson plan first, though, because the mini lesson is the first part of your reading workshop lesson. Right now, you need to be a little bit creative in how you're going to deliver that to your students. You can either do it live through a Zoom meeting or a Facebook Live or however you're meeting with your students face to face. Or you could also do it as a recording. I'm using Screencastify for this video right now, and it's an awesome way to record your videos, and then you can upload them to Google Classroom or to your Drive and share the link out with them. So a couple of different ways you can do your mini lesson right now. The mini lesson is spelled out for you. It gives you suggestions for an anchor chart you can create and display in your background to help teach your students. It also tells you what questions to ask them. Right now, they're not going to obviously be able to think, pair, share, but they can at least think about it, and you can model your thinking for them so that they're able to do it when they are doing the independent reading part of the lesson. Next, there are some suggestions for strategy groups and conferences, although this is definitely the hardest part of the lesson to recreate during distance learning. I will be offering some suggestions for how to do this in the Rock the Reading Workshop Facebook group, so make sure you're a member so that you hear those. And at the end of the lesson, the last part is the share. And you can still have the students do this wherever you're sharing the lessons with them. They'll be able to come back and comment and leave their work for the day so that other classmates can see what they did and you can see what they did as well. The next part of each lesson is the sample anchor chart, just an idea of what you can write out so your students have some type of resource to look at as they're doing their independent work. And then there's a page for them to write on, which obviously right now, if you're doing packets for them, this could be included in the packet. But if everything is online, giving them this page isn't going to work. So I will show you the solution for that in just a second. The solution for that is a slideshow, and this is what it looks like. For each day, they have their task. So the first thing they'll do is watch your mini lesson, and once they've watched the mini lesson, then they're going to come over to this slideshow and read through their steps. So the first thing they're going to do is log their reading for the day, just so you have a record of what they've been doing. Then they're going to read their book, and then they have a job to do. For this job, it's writing 4 thin questions because that's what your mini lesson was all about. So on the next slide, they're going to type the questions that they're asking. And then finally, at the end of the lesson, they're coming back and they're typing their end page and their end time. So for Monday through Thursday, that is what their job looks like on here. And then at the end of the week, on day 5 or Friday, I always give some sort of an assessment just to see how well my students are understanding the concept for the week. So on Friday, they have a quick passage to read and then some questions to answer about it, and that will show you whether or not they really understood the concept. The other thing that's included with each one of these lessons is a slideshow for you to use during the mini lesson. So if you are using some sort of technology where you can share your screen with the students, you can use this slideshow to go through the mini lesson with them and then read from the book when you get to the slides where it tells you to. So everything you need for these reading workshop lessons really is included right here. I'm currently working on adding the distance learning slides for each of the lessons. Right now, they're available for all of the Ask and Answer Questions lessons, and those are all free. So if you want to see how to get these, just head over to my Teach Without Tears, Teachers Pay Teachers store, and come down to Reading Workshop Lessons. Here you'll find all the different lessons that are available, and you can go down until you see the free ones, and those are going to be the Ask and Answer questions. Just download it for your grade level, and you will have access to all of those materials. Try it out for a week, see if you like it, and if you do, they are available for all of the reading literature standards for grades 1 through 5. And right now, I have the main idea and supporting details and asking and answering questions about informational texts as well. I'm currently working on the rest of the ones for informational texts, so keep an eye out. They will be here soon. Also, Teachers Pay Teachers is having a sale to thank you for everything you're doing to make this shift to distance learning smooth for your students. So Monday and Tuesday, all of these resources will be 25% off. So make sure that if you're interested, add them to your cart, and then you can get them at that discount Monday and Tuesday. If you have any questions at all about using Reading Workshop for distance learning, make sure that you are in the Rock the Reading Workshop Facebook group because I can answer all of your questions over there. I hope you found this helpful, and I will hopefully talk to you soon. Bye.